Pegboard.
Pegboard. Pegboard.
Pegboard.
Pegboard.
The one with
The
the little.
Minnesota rate of manipulation board.
Minnesota rate of manipulation.
You need to know the Canadian Occupational Performance Measure. You need to know the Coleman Evaluation of Living Skills. You need to know the Occupational History Interview. You need to know the NPI. You need to know the bar time construct. Okay. You need to know incline sanding board. You need to know what's the matter with these three pieces of wood. Right there. Worm, right? One's got a wormhole, one's warped, and one's got a knot.
So the Minnesota rate of manipulation, the Canadian, the COPE, right?
COPN, what was the ODI one?
OHI.
OHI.
Rate what?
You need to know the difference between a rip and a crosscut. The difference right there before you go out.
The crosscut has smaller.
Yeah.
You need to know the difference. Who said this was a minus or a dovetail saw? This is not. This is a, it is dovetail. This is a dovetail, so you tell by the handle. And around them. They come in different sizes. It's like if you get me another miter saw out of the cabinet, that's a small one, is a miter saw, also referred to as a back saw.
So that's not a dovetail saw.
This is.
But the little one, but the big one is.
Right. The handles are different. You see the handles? That's a back saw or miter saw. This is a dovetail saw.
So that big one in your hand, Professor Blake, is what?
This is a miter and that's a miter. It's because they are different sizes. It's the same thing, just a different size. You tell by the shape.
Big.
What do you call
Bianca, hold that up.
Huh?
What is a smaller miter
It's
saw?
got a handle.
And
It's got a
Bianca's
handle with it
hand?
that you grasp. That's all. As opposed to that was just a round. I said miter saw or back saw.
Near Marina is the
Sometimes you'll see it
dovetail
referred to
saw.
as a back saw. Okay?
Yeah,
You need to
but I
know a
can't.
coping saw. All right? You'll never forget the coping saw. Okay?
Never. Good grief.
You broke so many what? Right. So, if that's the case, would you recognize the blade if it was on the table by itself?
Oh,
Yeah.
You would?
probably. Yeah.
As opposed to, I mean, I don't know if there's anything else that looks like it. But
There is a blade or
Well, you need to know if this is a coping saw blade, so it's just sitting on the table by itself. Okay? See it? Coping saw blade. That's a hacksaw.
We don't need to know that.
We're not going to do that because we didn't use it. We're only going to know what we used. That's for cutting metal. That was one of the saws I showed you, but it's a metal cutting saw. I use it to cut metal.
We're just going to know what's on the table.
Well, whatever's on the table pretty much is going to be on the test. Or it might be on the test, not all of it. Oh, you know what else? Oh, you got it out. Okay.
It's a hand drill.
Okay, this part of the hand drill is called a chock.
Chalk.
Right. This is a chock key.
This is for
Okay.
chalk?
This is a chock. This is a chock key.
Can you lift it up? Chalk key.
Okay?
Key, K-E-Y?
This is a sanding block and sanding paper. You need to know the differences between
The course?
coarse, fine, and medium. Right.
Paper?
Yep.
What is called?
Coarse is 80 or below. Medium is 120, and fine is 150 and above. Okay. Sometimes you'll see the number on the back. 150. See?
Medium.
It's a fine.
Fine.
That's a fine. Okay. This is a countersink bit. Countersink bit. If you say countersink, you'll be marked wrong. It's a countersink bit.
which one?
Okay.
The one that makes the...
Looks like a dreidel. The one that looks like a dreidel. Marina.
And where
A
does it
dreidel
go?
is a four six-sided top.
A dreidel?
It looks like an ice cream top.
Don't put dreidel down.
You just said dreidel.
No, it's a countersink top.
See what happens? Jasmine goes back to sleep, wakes up every once in a while.
She
I
didn't finish
said-
her coffee.
Where do you come? Where do you live?
I live in Brooklyn.
And you don't know Dreidel in Brooklyn?
Yeah, I live with Sigac in Dominican.
So what?
They don't do dreidels?
Yeah. Marina, doesn't that look like a dreidel?
It does.
Yeah, see?
Her cultural awareness has
She's isolated, yeah. She's
I work
saying
in
this,
Kew Gardens, baby.
but there's all Jews there, yeah. All right, this is a what?
This is a drill bit.
You'd all be wrong so far. You'd all still be wrong so far. You'd all be wrong so far. Twist drill bit. Twist.
Drill bit.
So we don't get proper
You
credit.
don't get partial credit.
And
It
this
asks
is
you to
drill bit,
identify
right?
the tool.
And you know that's what the drill bit because the top is solid, right?
It's the same diameter all throughout, and it twists. It has a twist. Wait a second.
Drill bit.
Twist drill bit. This is a plane. Plane. Plane.
That's not wood shape.
A block plane. BLOCKPLANE. Okay, let me get another tool.
Wood shaper would
I
be
need my
wrong.
handwriting.
Marina, give me that thing that you took away from me.
A miter saw.
And the counterfeit
And they, see, a lot of these phones need to have that.
Hand drill,
Roda,
crosscut,
pásame.
rip saw.
This is a sure form plane. Sure form plane. Some people will refer to it as SHUR, FORM, PLANE. Other people will say SURE. Okay, either one is acceptable. All right, and some people will say SUR. Okay, but it's a sure form plane. Okay, as opposed to who stole the block plane?
See, those taking it.
As opposed to the block plane, which you never put down, according to your book on safety, you never put a block plane down like that. It always lays on its side. You all read that as part of the shop safety chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
That is an outner. What Melanie is holding in her hand is an outner. O-U-T-N-E-R.
Outner.
Outner in Melanie's hand.
We're having a press conference.
I came to this country 7 years ago. It's been good to me.
Aurelio, give me the twisted.
This is a ball and peen hammer. Ball peen hammer. Ball and peen.
Pin.
P-E-I-N or P-E-E-N. You'll see it spelled two different ways. Okay? This is a screw, 1.5 inch, 1 1/4 inch
Do
screw.
we have to say 1 1/4 inch?
No, but you need to say screw. As opposed to, I had a bread on this table. As opposed to a bread. Oh,
That's a brad.
Brad is like a little bit of luck.
See, I would have thought that was a nail.
Yeah.
That's
a nail, a brad grows up to be a nail. Once it gets to 1.5 inches, it becomes a nail. Before that, it's a wire brad. Right, Melissa? All right. And if we have a brad, we must have a brad pusher.
Wait,
Up and down, straight up and down, a brad pusher.
hold it up, please. Because people would have
Yeah,
snatched it
I
out your
know.
hand. That's why. Thank you. Brad pusher. In Cheryl's hand.
Up and down. As opposed to
Yankee Doodle.
Y-A-N-Q-U-I. Right?
Y-A-N-Q-U-I. No. Stop playing.
Yankee drill, which goes twist, 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 twist.
We're not gonna be able to touch them.
Yes, you will.
We will be able to touch them?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
You can't see by just looking at it?
But, whatchamacallit didn't let us touch them.
I don't know what's the name, who's the
Professor
caller.
Kramer, I'm
That's
sorry.
besides not me.
Okay.
This is Phillips and slot head screwdriver.
So which one is which?
Flathead.
Flathead, right?
Flathead.
I know.
Which one is which?
Flathead to the
Which
right.
one is which?
Which is acceptable?
Phillips screwdriver.
Phillips. Cherry. Flat and Phillips.
This is a craft stick.
A what? I can't see what that is. Crab stick. No popsicles.
Over there by Rebeca's arm is a gauze pad.
Hold it.
File card.
Very good, yeah.
So you will take flathead and then screwdriver,
Yes.
and then the other one is Phillips.
Is that it?
What is this?
No,
This is a file card.
that's a file card.
Yeah.
Way to go, Cheryl.
What is it? File card.
And it is used for what?
To clean.
To clean the
file statement. Oh, the file.
File card, C-A-R-D, card. To clean that wood file.
Wood file. Oh, hold that.
Okay, that's a wood
Wood
file.
file.
Also referred to as a rasp, R-A-S-P.
Rasp.
Okay, and in
So the file card.
Rodelind's hand is a nail set,
Nail set.
also
Hold it
known,
up.
What is this?
also known
Thank
as a
you.
countersink punch.
Countersink punch in Cheryl's hand. Countersink punch.
And the last thing on the table that we need to identify,
Please.
two things.
Square.
We have the square, tri-square,
Square.
T-R-Y-S-Q-U-A-R-E, tri-square. And over by Rodelind's fingers there is a tape measure, which is used to measure wood.
Tape measure.
And I think that's all the stuff.
And this one, sander.
There are sanding block and sandpaper. That's a countersink punch or a nail set.
Or a nail set.
Yeah.
Jigsaw.
One sheet.
Head, neck, and body.
Head.
This is the blade.
Neck.
Body.
Bandsaw blade.
And what is this again? What was this?
Blade.
The blade.
Everything is for what?
Jigsaw.
Everything is
Jigsaw. Jigsaw. Jigsaw.
And what is that?
And this is the fence. That's the fence.
Fence. That's the fence.
Now there is.
What is this for? Why is it?
We don't use what you guys, but usually we measure it, it goes exactly with that.
Oh, okay.
Go out of the line.